Folks, we're live tonight along Interstate 2 in McAllen. This is the Bicentennial Overpass, the airport that direction, the rest of McAllen is that direction. This is what's going to be torn down primarily because of some bad accidents that happened up here. We're actually on the ramp that's going to be the first thing to go, and then eventually the whole overpass will go away and the expressway will go up and over Bicentennial. But just think, by February 2020, if everything stays on schedule, 2020, it'll all be done. They need more days like this one. Tomorrow will be like this too. Look at the high temperatures across the valley tomorrow. We will be back in the 90s again. When it's dry like this, they can build. Of course, first they got to destruct, but then they'll build. Temperatures tomorrow, upper 90s, low 100s, 101 in Rio Grande City. Tomorrow afternoon, about 92 in Brownsville. And if you take a peek at the next 7 days, you'll notice that tomorrow's one of the hotter ones. We actually go down for a while, come back to 95 again on Tuesday, and then look at Wednesday. We may actually get a little bit of a break from the heat if you call 85 a break, but it's not 95. And humidity will go down a little bit, things will dry out just a little bit, but between now and then we've got on and off chances for scattered showers. Let's look at the rest of Texas and kind of get an idea what's going on the bigger picture today. And notice temperatures across most of the state are still warm, but notice you get to Abilene, it's only 77. You get to Amarillo, it's only 67. There's a front in the state. Front's moving. It's just a very slow process for that front to push southward. SatRad kind of gives you a feeling for where things are. You see that line of storms from North Texas up into Oklahoma. Again, severe weather on the map today. At this point, not as many reports of severe weather as yesterday, but still some rough weather in that part of the country. Go a little closer. One big storm not far from San Angelo, off to the northwest of Austin, not far from Abilene. You can see that large thunderstorm up there causing some problems for those folks. Hopefully that stuff will get out of there without anything too severe, but that whole area under a tornado watch right now with a number of severe thunderstorm warnings within it. Again, that's kind of from Waco west and northwestward into north and west Texas. So you can see the area that's under the gun. You also see a tornado warning when you get a little bit farther to the north, up around Wichita Falls. So again, some rough weather to the north of us today. That rough weather, the low pressure that's up there is what's causing the wind that we're having here today. Our convective outlook, which tells us where thunderstorms are expected, shows us in the general risk, which means that a thunderstorm is possible but not severe. You get up to Corpus Christi, you're into the marginal risk, which means an isolated severe thunderstorm is possible. And then the slight risk a little farther north from that, Del Rio to San Antonio and Austin for tomorrow, suggests that there could be a couple of strong thunderstorms, even severe thunderstorms in that area. So if you've got travel plans this weekend, keep in mind that you could run into some thunderstorms. Keep your Channel 5 weather app with you, KRGV Weather, in the App Store, so you can keep an eye on what's going on all around you. Here's the European model, shows how things are going to transpire over the next few days. Cool front in the state now, triggering thunderstorms. It pushes southward tomorrow, triggers storms again. The air behind it is cool in the Panhandle, a little cool parts of Texas off a bit, but by the time you get to tomorrow night, maybe a shower or two here. By Sunday, a couple more showers are possible. Not a widespread rain event, but scattered showers certainly possible across the area. Some folks get rain, some folks don't, but just maybe keep your fingers crossed you'll be one of the ones that gets it. I think that goes for Monday as well. That front's still nearby. The bullseye is to the north of us again, but at least scattered showers are possible here. Tuesday, we still have a slight risk of a shower or two, or slight promise for a shower or two. And then Wednesday, this next front comes in. That one actually gives us another chance at a couple of showers, and then it turns a little bit cooler behind that one. That's why we've got that 85 in there for Wednesday. Behind that front, temperatures cool off just a little bit. Dew points go down just a little bit. It gets a little bit more comfortable behind that front. Now, as far as our rain chances for the next 7 days, well, let's take a look. I think we've got a decent chance as we ramp up to Monday, kind of tapers off and then comes back for Wednesday, and then it goes away after that. Things should begin to dry out. Let's look at that travel map across Texas just so you know what's going on. And you can see that if you're going northward tomorrow, certainly chilly in the Panhandle, chilly in Midland. San Antonio is still 74, Dallas at 76. By afternoon, readings will warm up across most of the state, but not everybody. Well, we'll be in the 90s, middle of Texas in the 80s, only about 70 in Amarillo, so certainly a cooler one. We can go ahead and go forward to Sunday morning. We'll do Sunday afternoon for you real quickly, just so you can see what's going to happen. If you're going to be in San Antonio, about 70, and by afternoon, in the low 80s with scattered showers and a thunderstorm in the area. So for tonight, across the valley skies will cloud up again. We're starting to see some high clouds show up now here in McAllen. It'll stay humid, 78 for a low. Winds will diminish a bit. Then tomorrow, we see a mix of clouds and sun. More clouds in the morning, more sun in the afternoon. And then tomorrow night, the chance for a shower, a thunder shower. Low temperatures, or high temperatures rather, about 95. We cool to 93 on Sunday with a slightly better chance for a shower. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a decent shot at showers. You saw our rainfall probabilities there, and then by Thursday and Friday we begin to dry out and temperatures begin to warm up again. But at least maybe a temporary break from the heat the middle part of next week, and a temporary break from the humidity that has just been in the stifling category, I would say, in the valley over the last few days. But the bottom line for the weekend, slight chance for a couple of showers, best chance late Sunday. That's your updated First Warn 5 forecast live in McAllen. Tim Smith, Channel 5 News at 6.